Hello, in this video, I will demonstrate how the NextLabs application enforcer for Microsoft Teams can enforce granular access control for Microsoft Teams meeting, team, and file. The application enforcer for Microsoft Teams enhances the security posture by making sure only authorized individuals can attend meetings, be a part of a channel or team, and download specific files that are restricted to specific persons. For this demo, we have 4 users: Leo Gilbert, Megan Bowen, Alex Wilbur, and Grady Archie. They belong to various departments with different titles, and the document projectdesign.docs with a classification of confidential will also be used as part of this demo. We will demonstrate 4 use cases. Our first use case is classify a Teams meeting by the department of the meeting organizer and only allow members of the department to join the meeting. Our second use case is classify a team based on the title of the team creator and only allow directors and managers to join the team. The third use case is only allow directors and managers access to classified files. And our fourth and final use case is block team chat messages containing prohibited keywords. For our first use case, we will use Application Enforcer for Microsoft Teams to classify a meeting by the department of the meeting organizer. In this case, the finance department. This would allow members of the finance department to join the meeting and deny members from other departments from joining the classified meeting. This use case has 3 policies. The first policy classifies meetings by the department of the meeting organizer. The second policy is a default deny policy for joining a meeting with the finance classification, and a sub-policy that allows only members of the finance department to join meetings with a finance classification. Now let's move on to the demo. Let's log into Teams as Leo Gilbert, who is a director in the finance department. We're going to start the meeting. Once Leo has entered the meeting, let's open up the chat and enable the NextLabs application enforcer for Teams application bot. Here we see that the application enforcer for Teams application bot will be added to the meeting, and the meeting is classified with Leo's Department of Finance and is based on our NextLabs attribute-based access control policy. Once the meeting is set up, Leo invites Alex Wilbur to join the meeting. Alex receives the request in Teams to join Leo's meeting, and Alex accepts the meeting, and the NextLabs application enforcer for Teams bot will verify whether he is a member of the finance department and can be granted access to join the meeting. Since Alex is a member of the finance department, he is allowed to access the meeting, and Alex is welcomed to the meeting in the chat by the NextLabs application enforcer for Teams bot, and it also confirms the classification of the meeting. Now let's go back to the meeting as Leo and proceed to invite an additional participant to the meeting, Grady Archie. Here we can see that Grady receives the invitation in Teams to join the classified meeting. However, when Grady accepts the invitation and attempts to join the meeting, he is denied access to the meeting, and the NextLabs application enforcer for Teams generates a message that he is removed from the meeting. And this is because Grady is a member of the development department, and based on policy, he is denied access to the meeting classified for the finance department. As Leo, we see that the NextLabs application enforcer for Teams bot generates a message in the meeting chat that Grady Archie was denied access by policy. In our second use case, we will classify a team by the title of the team creator with a classification of confidential and only allow directors and managers to join a team classified as confidential and deny all others from joining a team classified as confidential. There are 3 policies for use case 2. The first policy classifies the team based on the title of the team owner. The second policy is a default deny policy for joining a team with a confidential classification, and we have a sub-policy that allows only directors and managers to join a confidential team. For this use case, let's log into Teams as Megan Bowen, a manager in the marketing department, and as Megan, let's create a new team. And we'll do it from scratch. And we'll create this as a public team. And we'll use the name Megan's Demo Team 1 and click Create. and we have created the team successfully. In the team chat, we see a notification from the NextLabs application enforcer for Teams bot, classifying Megan's team with a sensitivity label of confidential. This is based on the NextLabs ABAC policy, given that Megan's title is a manager. Next, we have programmer Grady Archie signed into Teams. As Grady, let's try to search for a public team with the term Megan. Megan's demo team 1 is the result of the search, and Grady attempts to join the team. However, when Grady attempts to join the team, the NextLabs application enforcer for Teams bot denies access, and the team Megan's demo team 1 is removed from Grady's team list. This is because Grady is not a director or a manager, so he is denied access by policy. Now signed into Teams as Leo Gilbert, a director in the finance department, we select Megan's demo team 1 team from the team list, and Leo joins the team. Here we will see that the NextLabs application enforcer for Teams bot welcomes Leo and is able to post to the team. The NextLabs ABAC policy grants access to the confidential team since Leo's title is director. In our third use case, we will demonstrate how access to files in a team can be managed based on the title of the members of a team and the classification of a file. Directors and managers are allowed to view files classified as confidential, and other user titles will be denied from viewing files classified as confidential. The main policy for this use case is a default deny policy that denies viewing of a file in a team with a confidential classification. The subpolicy will only allow directors or managers in a team to view files classified as confidential. We will start with Leo Gilbert, a director in the finance department signed into Teams, where he starts a new conversation in the designs team with a message about the new document he is posting in the team, then attaches a classified document from his desktop folder, projectdesign.docs, and then posts to the team. Now signed into Teams as Alex Wilbur, an accountant from the finance department, he's able to see the document that Leo posted to the team. Yet when Alex attempts to open the file, projectdesign.docs, in Teams, he is denied access to the file. It was expected that Alex would be denied access to this file due to the ABAC policy that only allows directors and managers to access files classified as confidential. Next, let's sign in as Megan Bowen, a manager. Similarly, we will attempt to open projectdesign.docs in the team. We see that Megan is able to open the document in Teams, and she has access based on the ABAC policy that allows directors and managers access to files classified as confidential. In the final use case, we will demonstrate how prohibited words are blocked in a team chat. For this demonstration, the keyword is password. The policy for this use case will block messages with prohibited keywords from a prohibited keywords list. The keyword list includes the word password. Signed in as Megan Bowen, let's enter a message in the team chat with the word password. Once she sends the message, we see that the NextLabs application enforcer for Teams bot applies policy against the message, and based on the prohibited keyword policy, the message is deleted from the chat. With this, we conclude our demo on the NextLabs application enforcer for Microsoft Teams to enforce granular access controls for Microsoft Teams Meeting, Team, and File. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the NextLabs channel, and stay tuned for more data-centric security videos.